Is Nintendo a good company? No. Is Origami King better than Thousand Year Door? No. Is Joy-Con drift suddenly fake? No. But was that direct good? Actually, yeah, it was. I don't usually make videos on individual Nintendo Directs because that's not really what my channel is about, but the reason I'm making an exception today is because this Direct really caught me off guard. This was one of the most exciting presentations I have seen in quite a long time. I actually enjoyed this more than their E3 presentation. If you know me and my usual energy, it's not every day that I get to say that I'm happy or that I enjoyed something, so at this point, I'm just seizing any opportunity I can get, so screw it, man. I'm happy. This was a good presentation, and I'm happy, and I want to talk about it. First off, let's talk about the most ridiculous part of the show, the Mario movie. Miyamoto announced that it'll be in theaters in the holiday season next year, which doesn't surprise me too much. What did surprise me, and everybody else it seems, was the casting choice. They announced who would be lending their voices to the movie, and the question on my mind was, alright, who voices Mario? Are they gonna get Charles Martinet like in the games? Well, it turns out he is in the movie, but he's not playing Mario. No, Mario is gonna be voiced by Chris Pratt. So, I pretty much just lost all hope for this movie right there. Just to be clear, I have no particular hatred for Chris Pratt, but I mean, like, really? This is Mario? This is the guy? But they got Jack Black as Bowser, Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong, and Toad will be played by fucking Key from Key and Peele. So, whatever kind of disaster this movie will be, I'm sure it will at least be funny, whether intentional or not. I do find it kind of hilarious that Miyamoto was acting really cool about it. I don't know this man personally, but I just would not have figured he would sign off on any of this at all, but my understanding is that he is involved in the film's production, so I guess he had to have liked it, but either way, I kinda wanna know your opinion on this casting and maybe who you would cast, because right now it seems fairly divisive, so feel free to roast me in the comments for being wrong about Chris Pratt, but one way or another, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Somehow, this wasn't even the most hilarious part of the Direct. No, the funniest part of the Direct was Chocobo Kart. No, really. It's Mario Kart, except you play as Chocobo and you drive through Magicites to get attacks. I actually died laughing when I saw this. I almost wonder if Square would put actual lore in this game, so you have to play it in order to fully understand the plot of Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade or whatever. I gotta be honest, it does look fun. I mean, it won't be Mario Kart 9, but I feel like I'll be at a friend's house and we'll play it like once and make up a billion stupid inside jokes about the Black Mage trying to deliver pizza to Sephiroth or some shit. But they announced that the last Smash Fighter will be announced on October 5th. Apparently that's the same day the Nickelodeon Smash game comes out. In any case, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Pokemon. I want Doom Guy, but I doubt it'll be him. Whoever it is, it probably won't be someone I'm personally interested in, and I'm not saying that to be a downer, but just statistically speaking, there are like a billion characters out there, and of those, I can only think of like 2 or 3 that I really want. So, barring the finer details of working relationships between Nintendo and other devs among other variables that I'm not smart on, assuming it's just random like bingo, I got like a 3 in 100 billion chance of seeing a character I really want. They had some stuff that I'm pretty indifferent towards, but I will say it's nice to see the quality of life things they put in Project Triangle. It's unlikely that I'll play this game either way, but knowing that some developers out there actually listen to their fans when they tell them to tweak their game is pretty sweet. There's this RPG card game with chess pieces, so I don't know, that looks pretty cool. Disco Elysium, I feel like I have a friend who really likes this game. I don't know for sure, which is driving me crazy right now, but let's cut this shit, alright? Let's talk about the good stuff. They showed another trailer for Metroid Dread. This is a game I might actually get day one. I'm honestly like really excited for this one. The only 2D Metroid I've played is still the original on NES, which is rough around the edges, but I still really enjoyed it. So this new one is probably going to be phenomenal. I cannot see this going wrong. There was some news about Mario Party Superstars, which looks like it's gonna actually be good again, so I can't complain about that. More on the expansions for Hyrule Warriors, which I still haven't played. There's more stuff coming to Animal Crossing. Somehow I had it in my mind that they were just leaving it alone forever, so that was pretty nice to see. There's more Mario Golf expansions as well. They showed off some Splatoon 3, which actually looks pretty fun. I mean, Splatoon isn't my favorite thing, but honestly, I mean, just looking at this, it looks fun. I don't know. Bayonetta 3. This is a game that a lot of people were waiting for a long time, and just knowing that made me very happy by proximity when I saw it. I'm not the biggest Bayonetta fan, or rather, I should say I wasn't. Then I saw this trailer and I completely turned around. She summons a fucking big dinosaur and starts fighting the other guy with him, and I was just like, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Some people are saying they changed the voice actor for Bayonetta, but there's also some theories that this Bayonetta is like a different Bayonetta or something like that, or she was the baby from the first game. I'm not a Bayonetta guy. Maybe they're pulling some smart shit. I'm not in my element here. So just go talk to a Bayonetta person. Now this next trailer blew my mind. I was not expecting it at all. I see this abandoned shopping mall covered in overgrowth in this abandoned city, and I saw these little birds and thought, okay, this is Pokemon or some shit, but that only confused me more. I had no idea what this was, and then I saw Kirby wash up on the beach, and I was like, oh shit! Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Now you gotta understand that I fucking love Kirby, although I'm not blind to the fact that a lot of these games are very similar. Once I realized this was Kirby, I was interested to see what they were gonna do with it, and apparently they decided to make it 3D. That's right, 3D Kirby. Once I saw him walk in the third dimension, that got me super fucking excited. Kirby always had such beautiful and colorful landscapes and environments, and I remember whenever I played Kirby 64, there was always a part of me who really wanted to go exploring in the backgrounds, and now I can basically do that. I'm excited, like I'm really excited. I can't wait to see the final boss. I'm hoping to God it'll be the most horrifying thing in the world. I hope it's some kind of Lovecraftian horror show designed by the people who made Doom Eternal, because that's a final boss worthy of a Kirby game whether they realize it or not. Then they announced something that I was beginning to think they would never actually do. They're finally putting N64 games on Nintendo Switch Online, which is great for people who don't own those games anymore. It's launching with 9 games to start, including Sin and Punishment, which was Japanese exclusive originally before they put it on the Virtual Console. I remember scrolling past it back when I used the Wii Shop channel in the day, and I was always wondering what it was, and now I have another chance to actually find out. They say they'll add more over time, and of all the games they have planned, I'm most excited for Paper Mario 64 because that game is next to impossible to get working properly on an emulator. And that's how you get people to stop using emulators. It's like Gabe said, just offer a better service than the pirates. I also saw Banjo-Kazooie would be coming to the service as well, which is very impressive. I was not expecting that at all. I know some people who will be very excited about that. On top of that, they also added virtual Sega Genesis games as well. That's crazy. They're actually turning Nintendo Switch Online into the real deal. The only catch is that now it costs more money, but I kinda figured that'd be the case. And to top it all off, they got these new controllers made to look like N64 and Genesis controllers, which you can use to play these older games. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone want to use an N64 controller? And the answer is shut the fuck up. I realize that I haven't covered everything. There was a bunch of stuff in that direct, but more than anything, I just wanted to cover the highlights. Bottom line, this direct was very good and made me genuinely smile for the first time in a while. I'm most excited about that new Kirby, but I also can't wait to see a bunch of Nintendo Zoomers play Ocarina of Time for the first time, and then blame the controls when they lose just like they did with the Mario collection. I'm just kidding. I don't know, man, I'm in a good mood. I feel like people got what they wanted with this one. Bayonetta 3 news and N64 games on Switch. Those are kind of a big deal. Those are things people have been asking for a while. It was a good direct, and I don't really have anything to complain about. So, really, I just wanted to share my happiness a little bit because I don't get to do that very often. It's refreshing. So, thank you for indulging me here, and I'll see you again sometime next week.